Hey, welcome to Yoga with Preston. This is my first video of my new YouTube channel. I'm glad to have you here. My mission within teaching yoga is to introduce as many people as possible to yoga and to show you today that yoga is for you, to make yoga attainable for you. This will be a quick class where we focus on breathing and then take a moment of stillness. This is an introductory level, so anyone should be able to do this practice. Whether or not you have a yoga mat, doesn't matter. Today, I've got a towel laid down, and so I hope that where you're practicing, if you don't have a yoga mat, that you can grab a towel. And also, you may want to grab a pillow, too, as an additional prop. If you need to pause the video now to go grab those things, go ahead and do so. Now we'll come to a seated position, and we have a few options for that. So either on your knees as I am, with your toes together and your hips coming back towards your heels. This is one thing that you can use the pillow for if you want to give yourself some support. Then also another option, using the prop, is to put the prop beneath your hips and then sit in a cross-legged position, or bringing your heel in towards your pelvis and allowing both your knees to come down to the ground. The next thing that we'll check in on once we have our seated posture is our hips and our shoulders being stacked over one another. So check in, make sure your hips and shoulders are aligned so that there can be a direct line of energy from your root to your crown, from your hips to your head. And now we'll begin by exhaling everything out through our lungs. Inhale through your nose. Exhale everything out through your lungs. Again, inhaling through your nose. And exhaling everything out as much as you can. Following that breath on your own. As you exhale, breathe deep and get every ounce of air out of your lungs. When you inhale, inhale gently and long. Exhaling again through your mouth. We begin yoga classes breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth as a way to cleanse our lungs of any stale air, of any stale energy. It's also a way that we create calm within our nervous system, inhaling through the nose and exhaling out through the mouth. The biggest focus in any yoga class is your breath. I often say that showing up to your yoga mat, to a yoga practice, and breathing is all that is asked of you. The rest of the work that you do in this class, if your body is able to, will just contribute to a greater benefit to you. If you show up and just breathe, you will receive the magic of yoga. Using our breath as our focus is one of the methods that we use in yoga to keep us from the distracting thoughts that may enter or may try to invade this moment between us in our yoga practice. So when ideas or thoughts come up, we come back to our breath. Yoga and meditation is not about releasing all thoughts. You will always have thoughts that come to you. It's when a thought comes to you, not getting stuck on that thought, allowing it to pass right by. As your breath enters into your body, picture it entering through your nose and filling you up from the bottom of your belly. It is just as if you are pouring a glass from a faucet. It fills up from the bottom. At the top of your inhale, your chest rises. And as you exhale, your chest lowers first, following your body down and ending your exhale at the bottom of your belly, just like the bottom of your glass. Picture the air entering you and filling up your glass. The slower you inhale, and the more air you inhale, the more you can fill your glass. On your next inhale, at the top of your inhale, pause. And then inhale some more. Now exhale everything out. Pause. Exhale more. Pause. Inhale. Following your breath and allowing yourself, if it doesn't make you too uncomfortable, to follow that method of taking a pause and exhaling more. It is said that the moments between our breaths are when we have the greatest awareness. Of when we are in absolute stillness, not even our lungs are moving. Following our breath, consciously and breathing intentionally can help us put aside anything that got in the way of our peace today. If it's early in the day for you, this can prevent you from the harms associated with the bullshit of others. Inhale that goodness. Exhale out everything you don't need. If you've needed to adjust your posture, that's okay. Just come back to your breath. A couple more breaths here. Now we'll invite in some slight movement. So on our next inhale, we're going to lift up our arms. Inhaling as arms rise up above us and arms meet at the top of our inhale, and then we exhale as the hands float down through center, passing through our heart as our exhale finishes, and then inhaling again. Inhaling, watching, feeling our lungs fill up, touching our hands as our lungs are completely full, maybe taking a pause, and then exhaling, slowly riding the breath down. Continuing on your own. Couple more rounds of this, finding how we link our breath to movement. The movement of your arms up is exactly the same duration as your inhale. And we'll meet with our hands at heart center at the end of your next exhale. Hands lower down, and then take your left hand and bring it to your right knee. So I'm going to be mirroring you, so since you're looking at the screen. So take your left hand to your right knee, and then take your right hand behind you and just place it behind you. We're moving into an easy twist. Shoulders are aligned. We inhale to bring length through our spine, and then we exhale to twist, bringing the right shoulder back, looking back towards the right shoulder as we exhale. Then staying right here, finding an inhale, and exhaling to twist just a bit deeper. We'll inhale to come back through center. Hands to knees as we exhale. Move on to the other side. So right hand to left knee as you inhale. Left hand behind you. And then exhale for the twist. So looking back towards your left shoulder as you exhale. Inhaling here as you find length through your spine. Rise through your chest. And exhaling to twist a bit deeper. Inhale back to center. Both hands to our knees. Check in with your posture. Are your shoulders still over your hips? Check in with your breath. Breathing out through the mouth or out through the nose. Just matters that you're breathing. And now, if you were sitting on a prop, go ahead and remove that. We're going to come onto our back. Slowly coming down. As we move into what many people consider the greatest part of yoga. It's a kind of joking, but it is a joyous position. It's called Savasana. It's how we end every yoga class. So you'll come onto your back, your hands are up towards the ceiling. Your feet are a bit wider than your mat or your towel. Then your toes can splay out to the sides. Your head is pressing into the mat. And you fidget a bit if you need to find a comfortable position. But then you find stillness. And you allow yourself stillness. You give yourself the gift of stillness. Because this position is so important. the freshly oxygenated blood that is flowing through your bloodstream can now flow freely in this stillness. No more need to pay attention to your breath. Just breathe naturally. We will end practice here with some silence. So you haven't lost me, I'm still here. But the more we quiet down, verbally and in our surroundings, the quieter our mind becomes. If your mind wanders, just come back to focusing on your breath. Just watching the breath with your mind, not controlling the breath, but keeping it as your focus. I invite you now to find some very gentle movement of your fingers, a slight wiggle to your toes as we enter back into our day or night. And then you're welcome to bring your heels together. Inhale as your arms come above your head for a full body stretch. Stretching as long as you can from your fingers to your toes. Allowing your breaths to still be deep. And then you'll bring your knees in towards you and roll over onto one of your sides, using your bicep as a pillow. Your other hand plants on the ground. And when you're ready, slowly, gently, we will come back up to a seated position. Any seated position that works for you. When you come to this seated position, please bring your hands to your chest, hands at heart center, fingers together. Inhale here. Exhale everything out. Our last moment of stillness together for today. On your next inhale, bring your thumbs up to your third eye between your eyebrows. And exhale to bend forward as we seal our practice. Namaste. Thank you for being here for my first YouTube video. That was exciting for me to do, and you can expect for them to get better with every video. Fingers crossed. I'm gonna up my production, up the surroundings, and continue to put my intention into this to help make you a yogi, to help you help you. Thanks for being here. Sending my love to you wherever you are. And if you'd like to subscribe, I would love to have you do so. You can press the subscribe button and check out the About section for more information about how to find me and where to find me. Thanks so much. Bye.